Welcome back to the channel. Make
Africa
great
again.
Yes, so listen, the $1,000,000 question. I've been seeing a lot of people sad and upset about the death of Queen Elizabeth. Yo, what's really good? So the $1,000,000 question is, should South Africans mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth?
So that is a very good question. I remember you talking to me about it. Should we talk about it? And I decided not to. I was like, no, there's too much hype around it. People are already talking about it. I don't really stand anything to gain because I don't really have favor for the Queen. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything. But you know, I've been scrolling and seeing. I was very surprised to see some people actually very disagreeing, especially South Africans disagreeing with others, especially Julius Malema. His statement was very it was powerful, and I do agree with him. But then I do see other South Africans mourning the death of Queen Elizabeth and talking about the smooth transitioning between Queen Elizabeth and King Charles III. So I thought that I'd give my opinion, and this is my opinion. I'm not speaking for the rest of South Africans. I do feel like, as South Africans, we shouldn't be mourning the death of Queen Elizabeth. The reason why I feel so strongly about that, my personal opinion, is I don't think that family was standing for anything great, you know. You know, I did my research on the family itself and seeing how minute they were as a country and how they have colonized so many countries. You know, out of the 193 countries under the UN, they have colonized about 171 countries, which is more than 90%. Like, how evil can you be? Like, you cannot tell me that something so small, they were so tiny and minute. How were they like able to manage that? You know, it must be like pure, like concentrated evil behind that. So for me, I don't think that we should mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth. That's my honest opinion.
In my 2 cents as an American, you know, as Americans, we really don't care for the royal family.
Yeah,
like we have no feelings towards them. But after learning my history, after learning how they colonized India, after learning how they colonized Nigeria, after learning how they colonized so many Kenya, so many African countries.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of fun fact for South Africans, a lot of you guys are still colonized because you're under this commonwealth. You know that commonwealth thing, right? Yeah. And that commonwealth is pretty much, you still are being attached to Britain in a certain way where you're giving taxes and your money to Britain. But no, as an American, I feel like we should be rejoicing, right? Rejoicing.
Yeah.
It is time for that family, for that monarchy, for everything to fail and crumble, because they had a large hand in the demise of a lot of Africans, and why Africans are still suffering to this day.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm happy because at the end of the day, you know, people were crying out for the woman who married Prince Harry.
Yeah. Meghan.
She should have done her research on that family. That family's evil. That family has caused a lot of pain and destruction. And it's time for Africans to wake up.
Yes.
And realize that you shouldn't be sitting here mourning the death of someone who played a major part in the demise of so many Africans.
Yes. No, I completely and solely agree. And you know, after they've colonized, I've also seen people talking about, oh, you know, these countries that we now have. It was never countries. It was solely territories, right? And until they have colonized it, it became countries because they named it. You know, it doesn't matter. We still had civilizations living in that territories, you know, and we were supposed to dictate on our land. So they came and they took over, and then they came and brought their governments, right? So now they have these governments set in place. So if you do a crime and you commit a crime, you need to be held liable and accountable for that crimes that you commit, right? how many crimes have they committed and they haven't paid for the crimes that they have committed, right?
A perfect example is this gentleman by the name of Prince Andrews, who was a big Prince Andrew, who was a big him and Jeffrey Epstein were close friends in that island that they would go and molest children and do all these kind of things, and he wasn't, still to this day he has not been held accountable. And that's my message for Americans, Black Americans. They want to hold us accountable in the law and give us life and give us all these sentences and rule over us with an iron fist. As Americans, I want you guys to do your research. Start allowing these Mzungus to rule over you with an iron fist when they don't even hold their own accountable, when they are doing more evil than what you can ever imagine.
Exactly. They're still sitting with our artifacts. They're still sitting with our research. They have our diamonds, our gold. They have everything still there in Britain. You know, whatever it is that they're doing, they have their museums and stuff that is protected with. They have African artifacts that's supposed to be in our possession, you know. But they, like I said, they want to hold us accountable for crimes that we commit, but they haven't even returned things that are supposed to come back to the motherland where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I don't have no respect for that family. I didn't want to say anything about it. This is my honest opinion. I just urge us to do our research, you know, on what we pledge allegiance to, because being under the Commonwealth system, we as South Africans are pledging allegiance to the crown, to Britain. And I think it's time for us to you know, remove ourselves from that.
All right, I agree. So we're not going to keep this video too long. Appreciate all the new subscribers, right?
Thank you very much for the support.
Thank you. And I think today and this whole week should be a week of celebration.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. And it's time for Africa to wake up. And this is part of our channel while we're speaking on this. This is going to help make Africa great again by us changing the narrative, gaining our narrative back, and realizing that we are royalty. We are kings. We are queens. So thank you guys for tuning back in, and we will have more content coming out soon. Also, letting them know about our business that we're starting.
Yes, we have started our consultation. Also the touring. So we want to do some tours for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who wants to come and see Africa. We will drop a video solely talking about our tours and consultation for individuals who want to come and experience the motherland, who wants to come to South Africa and experience South Africa. Also, the ones who also want to go to the United States, just to travel, just to experience. I'm able to assist with consultation when it comes to that as well.
Yes. So thank you for tuning back in, and let's come together and make
Africa
great
again.
All right, we out. Peace.